All right, so welcome back. Last session, you all had a bit of an encounter with some dragons and dragon-adjacent beings. You had set out for Archon's tower, Archon the Cruel being in possession of something that may be able to help you all out. Meeting his second, the turtle known also as Krull. And he was hesitant at first to allow you all an audience, but after gauging your power and some threats were exchanged, he decided that it'd be best to simply take you to his master instead of trying to do battle with you here and risk Archon's ire should he come back to a destroyed tower and some potentially dead minions. So Krull took you all, escorted you across the River Styx to the Monument of Tiamat, where you were able to find Archon. Archon was in fact in possession of a reliquary full of Tiamat's blood with at least a few drops in it. And if we remember back a few other sessions, this drop of Tiamat's blood is exactly what Uldrak the Titan needed to break the spell on him and thus provide you with what he could to aid you in your quest. So, Archon, being one to not simply hand anything over, wanted to see a show of your strength, to see if you were truly worthy of Tiamat's blood and Tiamat's blessing. And so, he set two of his powerful warriors against you, the Minotaur second in command and his pet, Chimera. After defeating both of these creatures and Archon and Krull quickly rushing to administer aid to them, revivifying them from their deadened state, he was impressed. And not only was he impressed, but Tiamat herself was also impressed by the display. And so, not only did they offer to give you the reliquary, Archon also saw it fit that his second in command was no longer worthy of the great items he possessed, and bid him hand them over to you as well. Furthermore, asking a favor of all of you, some of you more inclined to acquiesce than others, but to deliver this orb of dragonkind to the former Archduke of Avernus, Bel. You've heard Bel come up a few different times so far as he is in direct conflict with Zariel, although technically her second in command. But through the whispers that you've heard and the people that you've met, it's very clear that Bel is no friend to Zariel, and once again you found yourselves in the presence of one who was willing to work with Bel. So, through Archon, Tiamat bid you take the Orb of Dragonkind to Bel, offer it to him as a sign of her willingness to cooperate with him. So, with that in hand, the blood of Tiamat also in hand, you all began to make your way back towards Uldrak's grave, and that is where we pick up now. I know it's been over a week since we last joined. Does anybody have any questions? Need a reminder on anything that might have happened? It was kind of a lot of go here, do this for a while.
I think we're okay.
All right.
Nope, I'm good.
So, back to Sprinkles, where you left it across the river. And if I remember correctly, you all left it where you crossed. Is that right? Or did you ride it across? Oh, right, you left it at the base of the tower. Right. Couldn't get it past the blood pools.
by parting the Red Sea.
So, on your journey back towards Uldrak's grave, you notice the River Styx has moved. It is most decidedly not where it was the last time you all tried to cross it. This fact does not seem to faze Uldrak at all, who is sitting there holding... Well, what would you all have done with the reliquary? Would you have given it to Uldrak, or would one of you be holding on to it?
What was the reliquary again?
The little vial with Tiamat's blood in it.
Didn't Valafon take it?
Yes, I have it.
Okay. So the very first thing that would have happened once you returned to Sprinkles, where Uldrock was currently hiding, he would pop out from behind the seat where he's hiding. He's like, "Did you get it? Did you get it?"
Yes.
"Oh, thanks, Celestia," he says in giant. It sounds very strange coming from this little spine devil. But he says, "My torment is at an end. We must quickly return to my grave, and you shall have my blood which you so seek."
Let's roll.
He puts out his hands for the reliquary.
I think it's safer with me until we arrive there.
"Ah, so distrustful you are. I don't understand. What kind? Is it something about this place?"
Oh, yes.
Could it have something to do with being in hell that makes you distrustful? I wonder what it is.
He kind of nods, but Valifond, you would notice that he would be staring at it like the entire trip. If someone addresses him, he'd kind of turn his head a little bit, but his eyes would stay on the reliquary. Or at least where he thinks you have it on your body.
Fair enough.
Okay. So, the journey back towards Uldrock's grave, towards the sword and helm lodged into the ground, is exceptionally boring. Almost like the plains of Avernus have laid themselves out in front of you in a way as to allow you a nice, peaceful, albeit long drive. Maybe the plane itself is having some sympathy for you, or maybe it just sees what's out ahead of you and thinks you could use a break. Whatever it may be, your path is clear, and you all have, I would say, about 12 hours of uninterrupted travel time to do with what you will.
So I assume that means we could take a long rest.
Indeed.
Hell yeah.
And I will begin working on transcribing vitriolic sphere.
Okay, so based on its level, how long would it take you to transcribe it if you found it in a spell book?
4 days.
4 days? Okay. 4 days is in 4 8-hour periods of work?
Yes, 4 8-hour periods of work.
Okay. So we'll go ahead and allow you to do it in that time because the timeline that we're running on here...
It's gonna be, it's compressed.
Yeah. So yeah, we can go ahead and allow you to do it in that 4 days.
Where are we? Sorry, where are we traveling? We're traveling to his grave, right?
Right.
So we have to cross.
Basically, have to cross all of Avernus, yes.
Do we
From
just get
here
across the river, or do we need? Yeah. Okay.
to here.
So we have to find a way to cross the river again.
The river was not there this time. The river has
Oh.
moved, as it is wont to do.
Wait. Huh?
Yeah.
So like.
So like
That's
this
kinda
whole
fun.
thing here, river's
Isn't
not there
there.
anymore. Nor do you pass over the pit of Shumroth.
I'm
Or-
not gonna think about it.
Nor do you pass by the demon Zapper or the remnants of the Hell Wasp nest. You simply travel across nondescript plains that really don't seem to change much for 12 hours.
Hmm.
You can see why that
We need to do-
cartographer went quite mad trying to map this place.
Sorry, do we need to do one of those pervasive evil rolls, or
I think everybody's already succumbed, right? Or no?
I have
Anacola.
not.
Okay.
I don't think anyone has.
Oh, really?
Or other than
Bill has.
Okay, so everyone is keeping track of how many failures you have, correct?
yeah?
Yes,
So
I
I
have
got
2.
0.
Fantastic. Okay, let's go ahead and get the rolls in.
I think.
That was wisdom,
Yep.
right?
Correct. Okay. DC is only 10, so you are all successful and get to stay
Woo.
not evil another day.
I still keep forgetting that Anna's 5'2". That's ridiculous. I chose that, and it's still ridiculous.
Picking up resilient wisdom was a good idea.
Yeah, that
Nice.
turned you from a... Were you like a +2 before? Or no, or +1?
+1. Well, no, it's plus whatever. Yeah, it's +1. Yeah, +1 before.
And then you rounded out the odd number, and then you also got +4.
No, so I actually went to an odd number. I'm at 13 wisdom now, so I went from a 12 to a 13 on wisdom, but I got proficiency, so that adds in +4,
Nice.
and I have a ring of protection. So
Oh, ring of protection. There it is. Okay.
I'll obviously attune my fancy new awesome belt
Yeah.
and drive and do what I gotta do. Play the alphabet
Oh, yeah,
game,
yeah.
pass the time.
Right.
I guess I need to attune to those gauntlets too. So
Yep. Anything that requires attunement, you all can attune to while you drive. Valifon is already attuned to the Orb of Dragonkind.
Orb.
The Dragon Orb.
I'm gonna go below deck and help Ghost with his coloring book.
Nice. Him and Lulu are just both down there. Yeah, that is totally canon now. Ghost and Lulu are just like that, are just tight.
I'm pretty sure Lulu's having a heyday with it too.
Right. All right. So, half a day later, the scenery around you changing very little, the light in the sky changing not at all over the course of the 12-hour drive. You all do eventually, in the distance, begin to see the pommel of Uldrock's sword sticking up and out of the ground. As you're all approaching, the sight is getting bigger, and Uldrock visibly perks up once he looks out the window and starts to see things that he recognizes. He pops up, pops his head out of the top of Sprinkles, and pulls a total Titanic moment. His arms out, his head up. He's like, "Freedom is so close." Yes. And you all pull up in front of Uldrock's resting place, in front of the place that he has affectionately named as his grave, as he believes that this is where the real him died. So, Bill, as you pull Sprinkles up to a stop, in front of it, Uldrock will turn towards you, Valifon, and say, like, "It's time! There's no more room for deception, no more time for me to try any sort of trick. Simply, you can even do it yourself if you would like to. Simply take the blood and spill it on the ground where my helm and sword lay."
no, let's do this correctly. So I start to hand the little vial over, and I say, "And for retrieving this for you, we will receive the Titan blood that we need."
He says, yes, I will give you my blood. You don't have to worry about contracts or anything like that. I'm not actually a devil."
Does he sound trustworthy and seem
contact
trustworthy to me?
As I should. I am of Mount Celestia. I am an angel of sorts, you know. Wings.
Hand it over.
He flaps them. He takes a deep breath as he holds it in both hands, very obviously doing his best to make sure that he doesn't break it or spill it early or anything like that. He's got it clasped in both hands. He very carefully gets out of Sprinkles and walks to the base of his sword and helm. He takes a deep breath, says, "Once more, I will be who I truly am." And he takes the blood and raises it up over his head and tips the vial with it upside down, unstoppers it. It pours onto the ground. And you all see the ground around his feet begin to bubble and boil, almost turning into a liquid. But He stands on the surface, although it looks like he could just simply fall right into it. After a moment, that blood begins to rise up around him, and he's got his arms outstretched, look of exaltation on his fiendish face as soon as that's covered as well. You all see his size begin to grow and swell until he stands a good 30 feet tall. And then the blood begins to drip off of him as if it was kind of just, almost as if he was air drying in the sun, beating away and evaporating in various spots. And you see now this 30-foot tall gray skin with bleach white hair, massively muscled. You see him raise his arms out to either side and look at them himself. And then he stands over his now regular size to him sword, reaches down and pulls it up out of the ground, polishes it a bit, and looks at his own reflection in it. And you hear, "Yes!" And this booms across the Avernian plains, almost like a crack of thunder. And he turns towards you all and rushes Sprinkles in a full sprint. It takes him about 6 strides, doom, 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 and he falls to his knees in front of you. He says, "I am forever in your debt. We may not need a contract here, but I am yours from here till the end of time." He holds out his forearm and takes his blade and jabs it deep into his own forearm and unplugs it. Blood starts rushing out. He's like, "So you got something to store this in?"
I do. I pull it out. Alchemical
Glad
bomb.
someone does. About to get a shower over here.
Right? His blood is just pouring out of the wound. So I could probably part with a few gallons before it starts to be an issue. How much do you need?
Thank you. A gallon should do.
Indeed. He gives you a gallon of his blood.
She fills a milk carton with it. A milk jug.
That is just horrid, but yay.
I was fully prepared to throw a bead of force at him if he was about to attack us.
All right. So,
Bill,
turn.
so slow it.
Uldrak, what will you do now?
I will return to Mount Celestia. I still have masters to serve. Deities require my service. The 1,000 years that I have been gone is merely a blink to them. They will not have missed. They will not question my return. Simply celebrate. Here. He takes his hair and cuts a very pale, like a bleached white, almost bone white lock from it, hands it over, says, "All of you take this should you require my assistance. Simply hold it to the heavens, and I will come to your aid."
Thanks. Bill, you want to try lifting his sword?
Kinda. I'm also sitting over here looking at my measly little potions of growth and then watching that and going, man, I need to change my game here.
Need bigger gains. Yeah.
No, really, though. I'll hop out, try and lift his sword up. What's my chances here?
The Empyrean's sword is enormous. Let me see if I have actual dimensions on it. He stands 30 feet tall, and his sword is nearly as tall as him, so that is a 25-foot tall sword, Bill.
I believe in you, Bill.
I believe in myself. What do you want me to roll?
Athletics.
I don't have enlarged.
Oh my god!
Oh.
I was gonna say, like, I'm gonna set this at like 28 or 29. Good luck, and bam. Yeah.
Jeez.
So Uldrak takes a step back and he just does a slow clap.
Holy shit.
So you just picture Bill just pick this up and he's like, oh yeah, no big deal, no big deal. And then he like set it back down and you see him just like, holy Jesus, this thing is heavy.
He is sweating bullets.
Just poker face it all the way back to the car while he slowly hobbles away.
And then he collapses. Nice. Give him
Yeah.
a pat on the back.
Yeah.
He-
See him just very stiff and very still, like, oh, he just pulled something, just gonna ride it out. We're just gonna walk away.
So here's a picture of what Uldrak looks like in his true form.
Hmm.
Big dude.
Yeah, he's a large guy.
And we just got him on speed dial now.
Yep.
Nice.
With his hair, though?
This is generic Empyrean 1.0. Our Empyrean is like blonde and a little bigger.
Are you complaining about being able to booty call an Empyrean?
No, I just think Bill would be a little, like, concerned with having this giant bushel of hair now, right? Because it's not like it's a little bit in our hand, right? It's
Right,
like a
it
whole
would have
hay
been.
bale of hair here.
It's like a fistful.
I got mine's a scarf.
Bill would
Okay.
take his portion, just kind of tuck it into the back. Like, all right, I guess you're welcome. Where are we going to now, guys?
I think we need to head back to the Demon Zapper, but I would like to do something before we head that way.
He's gonna try and lift the sword too.
Uldrak would ask if there's anything further you require of him.
No.
He would give you a nod, pick up his sword, do a couple flourishes with it,
Yep.
just to show that he's not going to be outdone by Bill. And
Give him a salute.
he would give you all a nod. He'd take a step back, strike a very official, soldierly pose, his blade stark straight in front of him. Give a nod, you all hear a crack like a whip as a split in space and time appears behind him. A door 10 feet larger than him, starting off as just a thin sliver of blindingly white light in the center of the air. It splits into a doorway to fit him, and then he just takes a step backwards into it, and it slams shut behind him.
Bye.
Well,
I wonder if he's
at
big
this
enough
point,
to, like,
if we don't mind me taking a few minutes, I would like to cast Scrying.
Ooh.
ooh. I wonder if we can get him to push Elturel back out into the material plane.
And
That's just right.
this
Bill's
is
still
this
recovering.
is
Like, yeah, I'll allow it. Go right ahead, as I'm barely
So-
able to lift my arms.
this is using the orb.
Okay.
And I will be scrying on Rosala.
Okay.
Not so much to see what she's doing, but I want to see what's going on at the Demon Zapper.
Okay. So, what view of this does it give you? Spell creates an invisible sensor within 10 feet of the target. Okay. Valifon, all you see is blackness. You hear nothing.
Yeah,
Correctly,
she's down in the
Valzala
earth.
was under the ground when you all said, yeah.
Yeah. And it requires me to have an actual target. I don't think I can pick a location as my target.
You could make a perception check if you'd like at disadvantage to see if you can hear anything.
Okay.
Okay. Valifon with a 14. You do hear, as if from a great distance, as if underwater, that sound that the zapper made as it went off.
Mhm.
It just fried something else as you were listening.
Basically, what I was trying to determine is like whether or not like an army of devils had camped out there or something like that.
Okay.
That
So
she
with the
had-
14, you certainly don't hear a large gathering of any kind. Unless they're
Okay.
standing completely still. But you do hear the sound of the demon zapper zapping a demon.
Okay. Sounds like everything is par for the course of the Demon Zapper, from what I can tell, is my opinion of what you've said. So, I and I will say as much to the group. I said, okay, I think we can head that way. I don't think, from what I can tell, there aren't any specific traps or ambushes set for us.
Would do I need to roll something since all the landscape has changed again? Will we need to do some sort of check?
To navigate there?
I mean, it's not like we have a map or something, right? Or do we? Did I miss that?
I mean, you do.
But we
I
have
mean,
a map.
You have a quote unquote map.
Does the map change? It shows the river Styx on it. Does the map change as the location of of the river changes?
No,
No. Huh?
you have a static map of a changing environment.
Okay.
We just have the
Neato.
vibes. We just have the vibes of where.
But Lulu, you can tell what way it is to the demon zapper. Yes.
Well, she kind of flies up about 10 feet into the air and looks around. She looks one direction, does a complete 180 and looks the other direction. Holds up one of her hooved feet and starts to point in one direction, then shakes her head and points in the other one. Yeah, I can figure it out.
Totally believable. Yeah, let's do it.
I think we can believe her. We can trust her.
Bill backs it up and kicks the sprinklers right on. Let's go.
Ugh, God. Just reminded me of adulting I have to do. Freaking ran over a sprinkler head yesterday. I gotta replace that shit.
Ooh.
Alright. Alright, so, departing from Uldrak's grave, making for the Zapper.
Yepers, in some general direction over there.
Okay, yep.
Northward a little bit.
Northward a little bit. Alright, so, as you all take to the plains of Avernus, this time you're driving, as you're going, you actually see something that you didn't see before. There's strange floating creatures up in the sky, tentacles dangling below them. They seem to be dragging across the surface. They're distant enough to almost be mistakable as storm clouds from where you are. But the changing of the Avernian wastes seems to be revealing more strange things to you all as you travel this time than your nondescript journey that you had last time. But eventually, you do come across the sight of that blue sphere hanging in the air. Appears to be dim as you all approach, and within only a couple hours of leaving Uldrak's grave, you find yourselves once again at the base of the Demon Zapper. As Sprinkles pulls up, rumbles to a stop a bit away, all of you disembarking to go and approach the Zapper. Not long after you get within a few feet of the structure, the Tao does rise up and through the earth. She turns and says, "You've returned. I had not expected you to."
We said we would.
Promises without a signature hold very little stock here. I must admit I am surprised to see you. I hesitate because it is hard for me to believe something like this. Generally here, if something seems too good to be true, it is, and you lot showing up and offering to free me for the sake of this creature? She looks up towards the unicorn in the sphere. That to me seems too good. Is it? Have you come to betray me as I expect you would?
No. Why would I ever betray you? There were two ways this could end. We could find what you needed so that you could be free. and they can be free as I look up at the unicorn. Or this could turn into a battle. I have no desire to fight you. You are not my enemy. Therefore, we have gathered what you need.
Make a persuasion check, Valifon. You can do so at advantage.
Good.
Okay. So she kind of, her brow furrowed a bit, skeptical look on her face. Says, well then, where is it? The blood of the Titan.
Anicola?
Oh, that's me. She runs back to Sprinkles, and then comes stumbling back with like blood splashing on the ground as she runs back towards them. I don't know what it looks like. Is it like golden or something? Like
No, it's bright red, like you know how it's bright red, like a Sharpie red.
All right. Yeah,
And
that splashes on the ground as she runs towards the earth tree.
Dow.
Yep. That one.
So in addition to freeing the unicorn, you were going to provide information for us as well, correct?
Letter to Bell. Yes. I can provide you an audience with him. Very difficult to come by. His forge is... well, to call it well defended would be an understatement. It is the second most well-guarded place on this plane.
Then I guess we saw the third earlier, a couple of days ago.
So, Anicola, do you hand her the jug o' blood?
I pour myself a bottle and then I hand it over, just in case we need it.
Okay. She takes it. Another quick, suspicious glance towards all of you. She says, if you are tricking me, it certainly couldn't be worse than this. And she tips it back and just begins to chug from the bottle, just drinking it down. See it splashing all over her face, running down her chin.
Glad we
As you do.
Yeah. And she tosses the empty jug away, giving no mind to your lovely kitchenware, Anicola, and throws her head back and lets out this gasping breath of air. And then she looks down at her hands, two manacles there with infernal script written across them. They crack and fall off, crash down into the dust at her feet. She looks at all of you. You've really done it. I can feel it. I am no longer bound to this place. She swells up in size, almost tripling her appearance size, and then shrinks back down to her regular size. My power is restored. She turns towards the unicorn, says, free her. I'll not stop you. I'll not summon a single thing. I will not serve her for another second. But I would very much like to see... She takes a pause. I doubt she wants to see me much, but I would very much like to see her freed.
Bill kind of lights up. Wait, we smashing? Let's do this.
Let me start with so I'm assuming we just need to like destroy the tower that's holding it up.
Rosala nods and says, without me protecting it, it will crumble as easy as any structure of iron will.
Bill looks
Alright.
for the biggest rock.
Before you start smashing, allow me to weaken it a little first.
All right. So, Valifon, as you begin the casting of your spell, Rosala cries out, wait! From the east. Black wings. They are drawn to moon color, perhaps. Allow her to serve her purpose here once more before.
Can I see what is coming?
You see four, so without any check, you can see four figures with Rosala's direction and her pointing you. You can see four figures approaching from the east. They appear large, but not quite as big as what you saw the last time you were here, that massive fiend that was knocked from the sky. They fly erratically, more like ravens or crows than anything else, but much too large. Make a perception check now if you'd like more information. Okay. They're large creatures, and I mean that as in they are not medium or huge, they are large. Large creatures approaching, winged. They seem disorganized. Every now and then they'll kind of smack one another out of the way as they approach. Vaguely humanoid features. Bird-like faces. Great raven-like wings.
Yeah.
Bill has no idea what he's looking at and just eyeballing that rock.
Yeah. So I will say to guys, I can't put her through pain just to save me pain. And I cast Vitrolic Spear on the tower.
Okay. Go ahead
How
and
far
roll.
away are the...
You got the damage on there, 25, 35 acid damage. Very nice, very nice.
How far away is the black wing thingers?
They're approaching. They are probably about 2 rounds from reaching the zapper.
Ooh, okay.
Can Bill do some sort of check to gauge the either quality of these monsters or if they'd be a difficult challenge or...
Yeah, you can go ahead and make a perception check. Okay. So with an 18, you're able to get all the information that I just told to Valifon. Go ahead and make an insight check in addition to that.
You see, I'm burning all my 20s.
You can
at
do
the
so
start
at
of the game here.
advantage since you're riding off of the first one, so at 21. Okay, so Bill, your impression is that the Demon Zapper would vaporize these things. It would be a difficult fight for all of you. Not one that is without danger, but also not one that... You've been through worse since you've been here, is the instinct that you get by seeing these creatures approaching.
With that in mind, then I'll take that large boulder, pick it up, and ready in action that once they get in range, I'll throw it at them.
Okay.
How many feet away are they?
2 rounds to get to you, I said, so let's see. They are about 250 feet away.
Okay, I'll wild shape them. Just my
Okay.
spore one, so it's still in person and stuff.
So, Valifon, as your vitriolic sphere hits the base of the tower, it begins to rot and decay and corrode rapidly. You can, as you look over, you can see Rosala has her hand out and she's manipulating the iron even faster to decay, and it begins to have pockmarks. It begins to bite through it, and Rosala walks up next to you and gives you a nod as she takes her massive hammer and does one huge swing around into the base of the zapper. And with that whining, rending sound of metal, it crashes down to the ground. And
Okay, I'm gonna roll a d10 because whenever I cast Vitriolic Sphere with the orb, I have to roll a d10, and on a 1 through 9, I can't cast it again until I finish a long rest.
got it. Okay. All right. So, as the tower comes crashing to the ground, those winged creatures drawing closer and closer, the blue glowing light slowly fades out from this crystal sphere as it lands onto the ground, and abruptly it hits the ground and it slides and rolls a little bit. And as it gets maybe 3 or 4 feet away from the iron of the demon zapper itself, the entire orb shatters and bursts outwards in crystal dust so fine it's almost sand. Showers over Bill, and out slides this unicorn.
Does she look injured, or he look injured, or they look injured?
She doesn't look injured. She is very much incapacitated, though. She slides out onto the ground, and Rosala approaches and steps over her and says, "You deal with them. I owe Mooncolor here quite a bit. I will protect her."
Thank you.
Oh, its name is Mooncolor.
That's cute.
And
Have
with
they
that,
had a rock yet?
you all can
When those-
see those creatures approaching from the east are drawing even closer. They will be here momentarily.
So Valafon knows what a rock is. Is that what is approaching?
That is what is approaching.
Okay.
Ooh.
4 of them.
When they are at 90 feet, I am casting Tasha's Mind Whip at 5th level.
Okay.
So that will hit all
Dang.
4 of them.
At 90
they're
feet, you
within-
got it?
When they're within 120 feet, I will cast Tidal Wave on them.
In the air?
Can you cast Tidal Wave up in the air?
120 feet, yes. It is the area can be 30 feet long, 10 feet wide, and up to 10 feet tall.
Wait.
Each creature in it crashes down on an area within range. So the sky is area, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Stack
And it
Exchange
does
and Ready to
knock-
agree.
it would knock
Technically, both entries say technically yes, you can. You call your player an ass though, so there you go.
Yeah, I'm an ass.
Yeah, so whatever range you're going to tell me, I'm going to throw the rock still. Watching all these people do this cool stuff.
Okay.
The main boon is that it knocks them prone if they fail. However high up or in the air they are.
Okay. Yeah.
And
you're
actually,
approaching
I'm gonna wait until they are at 60 feet.
at 60 feet. Okay.
Yeah, I want them closer.
So at 120 feet, they will reach you halfway through the second round. No, they will reach you at they will reach that 120-foot range at the beginning of the second round or the end of the first round, whichever you want to see it. So we'll say at the end of the first round, they reach that, and go ahead and cast your spell, Anacola.
All right.
My map's not big enough, so we're gonna wait to get onto it for now.
DC is actually
16? Okay.
but there we go. I don't know how they're ordered, but 30 feet long, 10 feet wide, 10 feet tall. Maximum size to encompass as many of them as I can.
Okay. So I said they were flying in a pretty tight formation, smacking into each other and beating each other up as they go. So we'll say that they're close enough together that you can hit them all. Okay, so 3 of the 4, because for you to be able to get all 4 of them, they would literally need to be on top of each other, and they're not. So 3 of the 4 you'll get with your Tidal Wave.
Got it.
Okay.
Well, they'd only need to be in like a square of it, wouldn't they? Whatever, it's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay, so it's a dex save.
Yep.
16. Okay, go ahead and roll the damage on it.
All right. Ooh. Nice rolls.
It's pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Not like amazing, but like that's pretty good.
It's above average.
48.
Okay, one of them
Yeah.
fails. Oh, wow. Two of them
Yay.
fail.
Ooh. That's enough. How high up are they?
They were a good 100 feet up.
Oh, that's what is that? 10d6?
That is 10d6 on the fall. So,
Or no? Is that am I?
terminal velocity is somewhere around there, but we'll do 10d6.
I think it's 20d6.
Yeah,
It's
20d6 is terminal.
Okay.
Can I
Okay.
roll it?
So, yeah, go ahead and roll it. And two of them will reach you on the first round, and the other two will take a whole nother round to reach you.
Yeah, so with that result, I'm changing what I'm probably gonna
Yeah.
hold
Oh.
off on the mind whip.
Oh. Should I
Wow. Okay. So they
That's
took...
also pretty good.
for both of them?
That's also pretty good. Wow.
No ones,
okay.
3 6s.
Oh
Right,
yeah, no
everyone.
ones. Yeah.
So, the two that remain in the air, without even a glance behind for their quite literally fallen compatriots, they continue to fly straight towards you. And with that, we will go ahead and roll initiative.
When can I throw my rock?
What's the distance on a thrown rock?
Heck if I know.
Right,
You're
I
the
was gonna
DM,
say.
you tell me.
I think it was. I'm guessing 2060 or something.
Yeah.
I would guess 20. I mean, 2060 is a dagger, right?
Yeah.
I assume a rock's about the same.
Yeah, so Bill, if you'd like to, you can throw it at 60 feet if you want disadvantage. If not, then wait until they're 20 feet from you.
Dean, I just want to clarify, this isn't a little rock. It is a large boulder.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and say 20 feet is the max range for that.
Beautiful.
Well, yeah, we'll do 20 30. 20 feet, 30 max with disadvantage.
Right when they get in 30 feet, then I'm going to yeet it at them.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, the ones who succeeded did take.
Yeah, they
11.
took damage.
Okay.
Okay, good strategy. I like it. Okay.
And I would have entered Blade Song before they.
Right, you all had anything that you needed to do beforehand, you all can go ahead and do. You had 2 rounds of them literally flying straight towards you to do something about it. So, and with that, wait. Right.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and cast Shadow Blade at 3rd level on that second, since I'm not going to be casting the Mind Whip yet. So.
Yeah, I'll start raging as well.
Okay. So it is looking like it is going to get to act first. We do have a held action from Bildo as soon as it gets within 30 feet. Hucks a rock at it. Okay.
Alright, I can't get the initiative to roll. Hold on, let me go to the character sheet.
Okay. There we
There
go.
you
So
go.
it looks like you'll get to act first.
But he gets his held action first, right?
Right. All right, Bill. So. Yep. All right. Go ahead and huck that rock, Bill, as your held action.
Well, let's roll a d20.
Yeah.
or you
Roll a
want me to
d20. Add your strength mod to it.
Plus a lot. Plus 7.
That hits.
20.
So go ahead and roll a d10 plus your strength mod.
Yeah, because
Blah, blah, blah.
you're wearing the belt, aren't you?
Yeah.
I'd
So plus
forgotten
7
that.
there too. So 9.
All right.
We'll say I was aiming to try and get them lower so they're not flying out of my range again.
Okay. Yeah, they're diving straight towards you. They'll be making contact with you pretty soon. They will not stay in the air much
Perfect.
longer. All right, Bill. So seeing them coming, you are up first to act.
Totally will just start raging, and I'm already raging, so now I'll just come right at him. And I will try and grab him first.
Okay. All right, Bill. He gets a 5. So
Yeah.
he is still flying as you approach him, but you manage to grab him by one of his ankles and just yank him down to your level. He screeches in your face, much like a vulture would, and yeah, it smells like death and decay and rotten meat. But you have him.
And then I'll try and hack him with my cleaver.
Okay.
Having tried to catch roosters that don't want to be caught, I'm picturing the same thing because you aim for the legs, and you just like I'm picturing
Try
Bill
and
just
up-eve him, right? Yeah.
grabbing it by an ankle and just yanking it down out of the ground.
Nice. Okay, yeah, it's good damage. So for 18 points.
And then bonus action to cleave him again.
Right. Definitely hit.
And that's all I can do.
Okay. Jeez, you're swinging plus 13 now, huh?
Yeah.
Meow.
Belt of Fire Giant. Super cool.
You gave a grappler a belt of fire giant strength. You're gonna regret that.
I regret lots of things. It's okay. Add it to the list. All right. Okay. Bill, in your face, it shrieks with this terrible high-pitched thing. You can feel liquid rolling from your ears. Anyone nearby would see that it is blood. I need Bill
Angry
and
chicken.
possibly, yeah, Anacola too, to make Constitution saving throws, please.
Fun. Nice.
I'll use my sessional inspiration already. That was
Okay.
really quick and cool.
All right. Bill, you shake your head and you can feel you were about to lose it for a second there, but you managed to push through it, stealing yourself as it looks down at you and very much looks like it's going to try to peck your eyes as soon as it gets the opportunity to. But for now, Balafon.
Joke's on him. I only have one. Let's do it.
Maybe you'll get lucky and it'll go for the glass one first.
Is the one to the south close enough to the ground to be able to reach it?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm going to rush straight at it. Evan Star will come with me. And I will booming blade attack it.
Okay. That's a hit.
I assume a 24 hits, so 15, 16 damage.
Okay.
And then second attack is a crit.
Okay.
For 17 psychic.
And what's giving you advantage? Oh, Evan Star.
Dim light.
Oh, dim
Yeah,
light,
well,
yeah.
Light.
Dim light
Light
everywhere.
shadow
Yep,
blade.
yep, yep.
And then Evan Star will give the help action to the next person that is trying to attack it.
Okay.
And yep, that's it for me.
Okay, Anacola, you said you wild shaped, right?
Only like my spore shape, so I got.
Oh,
temporary
perfect.
points
Okay,
and stuff.
got it. It is your turn.
Go here. Just enough movement, and then I will attack twice.
Okay.
Do I have anything active? Yes, I. Okay, 24 and 20.
Okay. Yep, those both hit.
That is for 17 on the first one, assuming it's not resistant or immune to
Checking for the
necrotic.
necrotic right now. It is not resistant to necrotic.
All right, and then for the second one, that's probably 3 damage, unless it's not immune to non-magical damage.
I believe it's just resistant. So let me check.
Okay.
Yeah, it is just resistant.
So the second one is a 5 total, and the first one's 17 total.
Got it.
That is all.
Okay, it's gonna bring us to Krull.
Alright, so Krull will rage.
Mhm.
And great weapon. And I will attack this one down here, making it to there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I can make it to there. And I will swing my blood axe.
Okay. Unfortunate. Oh, we are advantage with.
Yeah, with the owl or whatever.
So that does hit.
Evan Star.
Yep.
Alright. So 16.
Okay.
And then I will do the same thing. Great weapon. So that lasts throughout my whole turn, right? Great weapon.
I'm
For,
not
for each attack that you're
Each attack.
for each attack, you say whether or not you're using a great weapon.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so great weapon again.
Yeah. So before you melee attack with a heavy weapon. So you get to pick.
Okay. 11. Are we still at advantage?
I don't know
Yeah.
if I'm giving him.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Help only gives him advantage on one. Help actually only gives on one attack, but I don't know if we are flanking or not.
I don't believe you are flanking with Valifon at the moment.
It's okay, I miss, so.
Okay.
And yeah, that'll be it for now.
Okay. Brings us to the Vrock down south, who is going to, very similar to the first one, let out a high-pitched, keening shriek that you all can just feel vibrating your eardrums near breaking point. I need Valifon, Ebonstar, and Krull to make con saves, please.
I'm just gonna roll a d20 for Avernus. I doubt he has a con
Ooh,
bonus.
for
Oh,
Ebonstar. All right, so
I assume he go poof.
Krull, are you going to be using your inspo?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So both of you are unaffected by this shrieking sound, but Ebonstar is stunned. That does bring us to the top of the initiative, where our other two buddies will be
Show up.
approaching. And that tidal wave fucked them
Well,
up.
Wouldn't their movement also have been halved? Would
Yes.
they've gotten here in the same amount of time? Oh, okay.
Would have been halved to get up. They have impressive flying speeds, though.
So remind me again, if I'm grappling someone, my movement is halved.
Correct. If you would like to drag them with you, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna move around a little bit. I'm gonna essentially take 10 feet over here and try and grapple the one to the south of me.
You gonna try and grapple them both?
Yep.
Fuck it. Okay. This one's like scrabbling over the rocks, still trying to figure out what the fuck happened to it, as Bill just shows up and grabs it by the throat.
And then I'll essentially move
Literally, there's
back
no
to where
way.
we were.
There's no way it even has a chance.
plus 15. It's kind of hard to compete. And then I'm essentially going to move back to where I was, except the new one that I grabbed be essentially below me. And the one that'll be flanking Anacola, I'm going to now try and shove prone.
Okay. It meets your athletics check, so roll a straight d20.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Isn't it like a status quo?
Oh yeah, it just nothing happens, right? They cancel each other out.
Hmm.
I think that is what happens.
Whatever
on
the
a-
status quo is from.
It's okay. We rolled the dice. Bill wins.
Yeah. So then essentially putting that one back right where he was. Now prone for Anicola to lay wreck, and I'll hold the other one essentially behind me for that to happen again here shortly, hopefully.
Unfortunately, its turn is immediately after yours.
That's right. It's not. He's going anywhere.
Okay.
I think my attack that hit that last time,
Uh-huh.
I think it was supposed to add an additional 10 for great weapon, but I don't see it like with the roll.
Okay. An additional 10 damage.
Yeah, for the great weapon.
Okay, so it's like sharpshooter then. You take a penalty to your swing to add damage if you hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I just figured it would be added in, but it doesn't look like it.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
probably have to give you a macro to turn to flip on and off when you're using it or not. Which I could probably do very quickly right now. Okay. So it looks like we just need to modify. We got to give you a damage modifier to turn on.
Okay.
I would just, yeah, I mean, for the fight though, you just take 10 off and more, right?
Right, that's exactly what I just did. Yep.
Oh, very good.
Okay, you got a lot of bad damage modifiers, right? Okay, yep, you have one down here. It's at the bottom of your list there, Kroll. So whenever you want to turn on Great Master, make sure you turn on your attack modifier and your damage modifier. Okay. And that brings us to the rock that Bill has pinned to the ground. And Bill, it is flopping around, screeching at you, snapping at you as much as it can. And then it suddenly stops, goes stark still for a second. And then a cloud of spores just erupt from it. Like it vibrates for a moment, shaking its feathers in like almost like a dog shaking off its fur. And all of these black spores just pop up into the air and surround you.
Just real quickly for me, it's two.
Anicola
it's,
spores.
And Anicola,
It's
yeah.
it's a square north, and then the other one obviously I have grappled behind me. But okay, cool. What do I add to roll?
You moved him over here?
2 squares down. And
I
then
thought- yeah,
this
it
one,
was
1 square up.
Yeah.
There it is.
Well, this guy's just like me on Tuesdays.
Okay, so I need Constitution saving throws from Bill and Anicola.
Sorry.
Hey. Oh.
Sorry. Oh no.
Anicola is going to fail that saving throw. Anicola, how are you with poison? Because you are now poisoned.
Ooh. That's okay.
Okay. Furthermore, you are going to take 1d10 poison damage at the start of each of your turns.
That's okay.
Repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns,
Mm-hmm.
and that does end its turn. Balafon.
Yeah, so at this point, I am now going to cast Tasha's Mind Whip at 5th level.
Okay. So it is intelligence saves for all of them?
Intelligence saves for all of them, DC 16.
They do not have the big brains. They, in fact, have the bird brains.
I had a feeling that was the case.
6 psychic damage, and then what is... Can't take reaction. Must choose
So-
if it gets a move or an action or bonus action. Okay. We'll go ahead and drop a... No damage on success, right?
Yeah, no damage on success.
Half damage.
Oh, half damage on success, yeah.
Half on
But
success, and we'll go ahead and put a... Go ahead and put a orange circle on them for those of them that fail. Which is all of them. Oh. It didn't like my status. Okay, that's fine.
Can we shift all of our tokens over to the? Can we shift all our tokens over to the left by like 10 feet? It's just awkward being at the side of the map
I can just do
with certain
this.
things, like trying to get the conditions going or whatever, and like other UIs who are just.
You can give us like 10 squares of
Yeah,
black.
thank
Yeah,
you.
perfect.
There we go. Thank you.
Okay. Alphon, they all fail.
Good. Okay. So I will step to here so that Kroll will have. Actually, I'm gonna step all the way to here. Can I pick up Ebonstar and set him into my like backpack or pouch or something?
Yeah, definitely. You can use your bonus action to do that.
Okay. And yeah, and I'm gonna stay there because I want to give Kroll advantage. Okay.
Right.
Thank you.
Nicola.
All right.
Open up that can of whoop out. Prone model.
There's a couple different things I could do. Would it be? Okay, wait. Sorry, I'm just.
Does it
checking which
does it
is
rhyme
which.
with whack?
No, because I'm not very good at that right now.
Does it rhyme with lesser restoration?
I also take one. It rhymes with Slarm Monster or Slowly Morph, okay?
Slowly.
I don't know what the save is for either of those. It's hard to find it. Wisdom save for this one. Sorry. And then also wisdom save. Okay. Yeah, let's go with this one then.
Okay.
Oh wait. No, that's a bad idea. Neither of these help, actually. Never mind.
Okay.
I changed my mind. Sorry.
No worries.
Okay. That's also a bad idea. I'm really sorry. I had this planned out and then I got poisoned.
That happens. Yep.
Oh, Moonbeam. Directly on top of it.
Okay.
There we go. Now just like don't let it move.
Bill's specialty.
I was like, Bill is just
Yeah.
smiling. All right, got it.
And if it tries to move, I can also stop it from moving with opportunity attack.
Okay.
And then I have to take 1d10 damage, and then I also make a con save.
I
So
have
you're
to
no longer
switch.
poisoned.
I'm probably gonna have to switch internet source here in a minute. The storm is starting to rage outside.
Oh, word. I miss
Alright, I'm
big
done.
storms. I know they're a pain in the ass, like when you're actually going through them. But now that I don't get them
Yeah.
anymore, I'm like, I want one.
Yep.
Oh,
Be
wait,
right back.
what's
I'm
that
gonna
spell?
reset
Okay.
my
Yeah, you're good.
hotspot.
That spell was at 4th level, sorry.
For Moonbeam? Okay.
Sorry about that. Yep.
Okay. Roll.
That's all.
Okay, Kroll has advantage apparently, so we're gonna do this great weapon again. So raging. I'll use a superiority dice. Try to trip it.
Okay.
And here we go.
21
21.
certainly hits. It gets a 13 on its strength save, which tells me a fail.
I didn't put the plus 10, sorry.
Okay.
So that's 21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
Nice.
And then we will swing again. No superiority this time. Oh, wait. Sorry, I don't think that I added the superiority either.
It doesn't look like it's on.
Oh my
there.
gosh.
So go ahead and roll a d8.
I'm way
and-
off my game today. Sorry.
No worries. Hey.
Extra one.
Oh,
There
yeah.
you go.
Oh my god.
All right.
I keep wanting to say, oh yeah, over and over again because in my Curse of Strahd game, I have an Elephant Man who is just the Macho Man Randy Savage in an Elephant Man suit.
Poxodons are amazing.
No, sorry.
All
It's
right.
hilarious.
Swing again. First
14
14.
does not hit.
Okay. And that will be it.
Okay. So that brings us back to the Vrox, who have to choose between action, bonus action, or reaction.
Movement. Or movement.
Okay. And being as how this one is on its ass, this one has screeched, but it has not poofed. So yeah, while it's laying around all confused, in a panic, much like a defense mechanism, it's going to rustle its feathers, sending a cloud of spores up into the air for Valifon, poor little Ebonstar, and Krull. Con saves from all three of you. That's good. Yeah, those will do.
Hey.
Evans got 18.
Nice. Okay, everybody succeeds. And that is all that one can do, which brings us to this guy here, who has not gotten a chance yet to do really anything. So seeing his buddies getting their asses absolutely handled, it is gonna fly around to here and let loose one of its shrieks. Valifon, Krull, and Ebonstar need to once more make Constitution saving throws. These things really like forcing con saves, but here we go again. Ooh, those are both successes. Okay.
Evans is already stunned, so
Okay. Yep. Unnecessary. Ebonstar's double stunned. All right. Brings us to the one in the north who also just arrived, and it is also going to let loose its screech for Bill and Anicola. Con saves from the both of yous. Bill will succeed. Anicola succeeds. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that is their turn. Their action economy is not fantastic, but they have their uses. Bill, you're up.
So I'm holding two of them, so I'm gonna take the one to the south of me and now push him prone.
Okay.
That might not have been good.
Its
I don't know.
athletics check result does fail.
Oh, I still got him. Wow. All right. Oh, I have advantage. Never mind. I don't really want to move. I can't stack them on top of me. So that's my turn.
Okay.
We brought two angry chickens on the ground.
At the start of its turn, it has to make a con save.
Result is a 12.
Nice. It takes 4d10 radiant.
4d10.
Oh my gosh.
Ow!
33 radiant damage.
You know, I forget y'all are level 9 sometimes. It's like, what the fuck?
Jeez. That's still an amazing roll.
Yeah,
though.
it's
Nothing
good.
below
It's
a
very
5.
good.
Jesus.
Okay.
yeah, that was a good roll.
So it shrieks and thrashes around on the ground as the radiant light burns the shit out of it. Oh, sorry, it didn't just vanish. That's my bad.
Oh. It goes into the ethereal.
Right. Phases out of existence. But how long does Mind Whip affect it for?
Until the end of its turn.
Okay. So this is its first turn with it on there. So these three are out of it already. Correct? The three that have already spent the whole
Yes.
turn with it? Okay.
Yes, I think so. I'm gonna double check that. But
So it brings us to this one, who can only take an action, bonus action, or move. It can't move because Bill's a dick. And
Help.
all right. Okay. So first things first, okay. And it is just going to begin slashing wildly at Bill and Anacola's ankles. Bill, it slashes at you with its talons. It's an 18 at disadvantage
Yeah, that still hits.
for 12 slashing. And
Sick.
Nicola,
As
it
a
then.
defense spell, I get to attack it. I can attack it because the sentinel.
Okay. That's a hit.
There we go.
Boom.
14.
It is then going to try to bite you, Anicola. At disadvantage, that bite is a 13. Sure, that'll miss.
No.
Okay, that is its turn. Valifon, you're up.
So, going after the one that's in between Kroll and I.
Okay.
So we will start with the booming blade. So 24. So that looks like 22 damage total.
Okay.
And then another 16
Nice.
as the Shadow Blade slices and dices, and it's still up. Darn it. This guy's got a bunch of hit points.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I've got a good armor class. Actually, you've already got advantage on that one, Kroll. So I am actually going to move to, because that one's prone right now. So I'm going to move to here. That way, once you kill that one, you can
Move into
And since
advantage.
Yep, and since you have Great Weapon Master, make sure you move close enough to the other one that you can attack the other one with your bonus action. If you killed the first one.
Okay.
Right,
That's it for me.
Anicola.
Oh, it's me? Okay. Hi. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
Both hit.
So that's 18, 24, 25 damage total, including resistance. Nice. The moonbeam is still on it, by the way.
Okay.
Oh wait, I haven't taken damage, right? I don't think so.
No, you just had that pack which you AC'd out of.
Are you still poisoned?
Yes.
No, that ended.
Oh, yes, you did end it, but you
Oh,
did
they
take
rolled
damage
out of
from
it.
it.
Yeah.
I don't think it ate out of
Yep.
your 10 hit points, though.
No, oh wait, do I only have to make con saves if it goes out of 10 hit points?
No. You would have had to make the con save at the beginning of your turn, the first turn you were poisoned, and it didn't do much to you, right? You
No, I
poisoned
mean,
to 10.
concentration, sorry. Would I have to make concentration if it did, like...
Yes,
even though it
anytime you
didn't
take
give it-
damage.
Okay. I'm trying to think of, like... Because I took damage at the beginning of the turn.
Right.
So
And
that
then
would be
you
before
cast
I cast the
Moonbeam.
spell, so we're...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, and then you
Okay,
cast
so we're good.
Moonbeam, so yeah.
No
Alright.
concentration save necessary. Alright. Anything else?
Oh, no, I did all my things.
Alright, Kroll.
Okay, Kroll. We'll take Valifon's advice and move to there. He's going to be attacking that one with Great Weapon and... yeah.
Those
Oh.
are gonna miss, unfortunately.
Good freaking hell. Okay,
Yeah.
second attack.
That certainly hits.
Hey, okay. So,
That's a lot. Oh boy.
Kroll,
For
you bring your
20
blood axe down on it and cut it in half right below the wings. Its lower torso goes stumbling down the hillside.
take that. Alright, so then I'll do that bonus action attack against that one. Can you do that with Great Weapon as well? That's on every attack, right?
No, Great Weapon is if you crit or kill something, then you can make a bonus action attack on a different creature.
Well, no, I'm saying, can I do it with Great Weapon again on
Yeah.
this attack?
Yeah, I think so. Great
Okay.
Weapon says just when you attack with a
When you attack, if you want to take a -5 penalty to hit, then you can do it.
Yeah,
and
that
you
reads
have
like
advantage.
you can. That reads like you can do it for any type of attack, whether it be a bonus action, Like if somebody uses a battle
Attack of
master maneuver to
opportunities.
give you a reaction attack, anything, anytime you use the attack action.
So then I'll
It's the
also
same
do
for
a
sharpshooter.
I'll do a trip attack
Okay.
with it, and I'm also going to include Orcish Fury. Why not? So this better freaking hit, and it doesn't.
Right, you
Aw.
say that.
But
That is a miss.
So technically, the way the Battlemaster stuff reads says when you hit, you can choose to do a trip attack. You don't have to declare it before
Yeah.
you roll.
Yeah, so you don't burn your superiority dice when you don't actually need them.
Okay. Okay, so that's my turn.
All right. So this one isn't prone. He's not he's not mind whipped. He just gets to do his thing. I think it's the first time. Any of them actually just get to do the thing. All right. Okay. Yeah, he's yeah, okay. So okay, so it is just going to turn its attention towards Valifon and gonna lash out with its talons first. Valifon, a 13 misses, as does a 9. Its first
Oh, yeah.
full turn in combat was super ineffectual. And brings us to his buddy up here, who is prone and
Good thing they gotta do his
grappled
thing. So.
by Bill.
But no longer mind whipped.
Right. Okay. Bill is just going to lash out at you twice at disadvantage, writhing,
Cool.
thrashing around on the ground. It's a 14 and a 23 on the second one. The 23.
Oh.
Where's the damage? Damage. Okay, 12 slashing, Bill.
Pre or post rage?
Pre. So 6 total. You're up.
Cool. Did the one to the north of me get fried with Moonbeam, or is that at the start of his turn?
Start of its turn.
Start of his turn.
And it got fried to shit
Good.
last turn, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, focus on this guy. I can take care of it.
Well, the problem is if I let him go, he gets to go next, so I have to hold on to him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Definitely hold on to him.
Will
Well,
be
he take-
super exciting.
He takes the damage regardless.
Right.
I guess that's
Yeah.
true. So that's how it works. If I let him go to be able to stand up and he moves away, he still takes Moonbeam. Oh, he does.
He
take
takes it at the
damage.
beginning of his
First
turn, so before he gets to do
his
anything
turn.
else, yeah.
All right. Well, I'll let go of the one under the Moonbeam then, and I'll try and hit the one to the south of me with my cleaver.
It's certainly a hit for 15.
I was with advantage because he's prone. Yeah.
And then we'll just keep on a whacking then. So another hit. So
Jeez.
that works. And then I get savage attacks too, so I get extra damage die. It's just a d6. Yeah, savage attacks.
All right, 18, 19, 20.
And
Savage
then
attack with a greatsword is so much better.
oh yeah. And then bonus action to cleaver again, thanks to Scimitar speed. Yeah. Savage attacks again. There we go.
23 more points.
You had
A
not
lot.
run out of 20s.
That was a lot. It
Yeah,
was a lot.
I was literally about to say, at least this guy's not hurt too bad yet. And then that happened.
That's my turn.
Okay. On
Ooh, 40,
save.
yes.
Blast him. Let's see it.
He gets 13. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to get your hopes up. He does have magic resistance, giving him an 18.
That's half damage still.
Wait. Yeah. Yep. 11 radiant.
He's gonna get up and fly the fuck away.
Okay.
He's had
I
enough
get an
of this.
opportunity to-
Yeah, Bill and
Yep.
Anicola both get opportunity attacks as he gets up and immediately tries to fly away. That's a hit.
I have advantage because we're still flanking as he's trying to leave.
Okay.
So I have a 25, and since that hits, and I have Sentinel, he can't leave.
Fuck. He like fleds out his wings and starts to fly away, and Anicola just bonks him on top of the head. His head hits the dirt, and he goes falls back down
Yeah,
again.
I slam.
I've never
I
been
slam it into
happier
his
that a druid took Sentinel.
Yeah, I slam the staff into his wings, and he collapses to the ground again.
Oof. Okay, so he is instead
yep, so
going
that's,
to turn and shriek at you, Anicola,
12.
and it is a 24 to hit with the talons.
Bill still gets his opportunities.
Yes, he does.
Sucker.
See if Bill can do it. Bill can do it. Bill, how do you kill him as he turns on Anicola? Anicola knocks him out of the air. He gets up, menacingly looms over Anicola and goes to attack her. And what do you do?
Just that clean cleaver right in the back of the head. Just drop him.
Right. Anicola, you see it approaching, and it looms over you, its beak opening, and it's like freezes, and then drops to the ground with the cleaver sticking out the back of its head.
Jesus.
The Candlekeep
Nice.
group was a crazy effective combat group, but this
Yeah.
this core this core of 4 characters is just insane.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think Anna's particularly optimized. I actually heavily regret a lot of the decisions
Yeah,
I made
but-
there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
It works though.
um,
Keeps things
kill
from
this
flying.
guy. So 28 damage,
Okay.
and is it
14.
14 hit?
14 does not hit. 14 just misses.
Yep. Ah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna stay there because I want Kroll to have advantage.
Okay. Anna, where do you?
Have any of us really even taken damage?
I did. I've taken 12.
Yeah, it's true. Their whole first 2 rounds were all just about trying to land status effects on you all that didn't really pan out.
Okay. Can I? Okay, so if I go right here, we're still flanking, right?
And he's prone, so it doesn't matter.
Yep.
Well, I'm just gonna move my moonbeam onto this guy.
Making my job easier. I was just gonna flip him over there. So
There we go. That's all I'll do.
Roll.
Or do I want to heal him? No, we're good.
Alright. Kroll, Great Weapon Master, and Blood Axe.
Man, you're getting unlucky with that great weapon master.
Yeah,
feat.
maybe I should just take that off.
Well, your +9. Your +9 should be canceling it out. Like you're just rolling real low is the problem. Like,
Advantage. I mean, advantage is it basically is supposed to cancel out Great Weapon Master or Sharpshooter.
yeah, you're just getting unlucky with your rolls, unfortunately.
It averages
Try it
out.
again. One more time.
There we go. That's what you should be seeing more of.
So we'll do superiority die for a trip attack.
Okay.
And I'll take off the Orcish Fury from last time. So
Okay, good damage. 14, 21. That looks like 23 points.
okay. And why not? Let's action surge.
Sweet.
There you go.
Okay. Then we will attack again.
It's a hit. Nice, nice. See, that's the damage right there. That's fucking worth. Okay, so
And that's why
26,
you
30
do that.
points.
Yeah, that's Great Weapon Master doing his thing.
Right.
And the last swing.
At advantage, that is a hit. And Kroll, you hack another one in half. This time down the middle. Instead of like lengthwise across the section, you did it long ways right down the top. Just a full bisection.
Jeez.
Sweet. And that's it for me.
I think
Well, hold on.
I think that's an adequate turn.
Just a second. I actually want to move. So 5,
Okay.
10, 15, 20. I'll move to there.
It's afraid.
Oh.
It is very afraid. Okay. Beginning of its turn.
Yeah. No good choices here.
No good choices here. At advantage, it does succeed on the con save. You can go ahead and roll the damage, though.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay, so
half.
that's is that 14?
13, round down.
13.
What? Wait. Oh yeah, sorry, my bad. 13. 13 radiant.
Okay. It shrieks, rolls around in the radiant fire, trying to put itself out, not having a good time.
Fun.
Does not recharge its panic spores.
Mhm.
And yeah, it's just gonna try lashing out at its attackers. Bill, 8 to hit.
Yeah, AC.
Second is a 21 to hit for Bill.
Yeah, AC. Cool.
As it hit Bill, I get to hit it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead and.
Jesus.
For 14.
So
14 total.
you do that once it hits Bill or once it misses Bill?
When it
Once
tries
it
to
attacks
attack
Bill.
Once it
Yeah.
tries to attack Bill. So as it misses, Anicola, how do you kill this thing? Doesn't even get its second attack.
As it swings, like turns its head even slightly to hit Bill, she's going to throw herself, like catapult herself into the air with her quarterstaff, and then slam it down onto its skull with her full force.
Nice.
She
So,
at
like-
full weight as she lands down.
You're a very
Uh,
satisfying
4 or
crack
5
and
feet off the
squish.
ground.
Yeah. And then she lands over here and gives Bill a high five.
All right.
All I picture is this very short person jumping over this angry chicken and high-fiving me. I'm just so confused.
I'm so confused. All right, everyone. So with that, as Anicola removes her staff from the shattered skull of this vulture demon, you all hear a gasping breath come from the other side over there, and you hear a neigh and surprisingly like a jingle of bells as the unicorn begins to stand up and look around and take in its surroundings. And we're going to go ahead and take our break. When we come back, you all can meet Mooncolor.
Sweet.
Ooh.
Yeah. All right, everyone, back in 10.
Steel joins the party.
Okay. So, as this fight ends, the Brock corpses tumbling down the hillsides. You hear that gasping breath and the neigh that seems to be accompanied by bells jingling softly as this unicorn rises up. And you all see Lulu is there hovering just above the unicorn. And Lulu is just in awe at this creature. Ralzala kind of rises slowly with the unicorn. The unicorn meets Ralzala's eyes and furrows her brow. You can see some sort of message being relayed between the two, and Ralzala bows her head, obviously experiencing quite a bit of shame. And she nods. The unicorn continues to stare at her. She nods again. And after a few more moments, Ralzala gestures towards all of you, her head still down. Unicorn then turns towards you all and begins to walk towards you. And she kind of takes a moment and looks over each of you, takes her time with each of you, watching you for a moment.
Valithon will kneel.
She takes,
Follow Valifon.
Anna would stumble a bit, like not realizing she had to bow, then seeing everyone else bow and start and like fall to her knees.
Anicola, as she sees you struggling, you hear in your mind, as do the rest of you. She sends this message telepathically to all of you, and she says, "There is no need to kneel. I am not royalty. I am not special. What I am is grateful. Although I wouldn't have been expected to be rescued by the likes of all of you. I must admit, I am surprised. She looks over all of you again, and she says, I sense a growing evil. She looks over all of you, and then she stops on you, Anacola. Her look gets confused for a moment, pensive, her head changing from side to side for a moment. She says, evil has not broken into you yet. Her eyes narrow. Were you gonna say something?
She just said no, it is not. Like confirming yes. Yep, that is true.
And she squints her eyes at you for a moment, Anacola, before taking a thoughtful look at you and saying, but I also don't sense much good in you.
Ouch. A little chaotic, maybe. But...
Yeah, so Anacola, as she's looking at you, you can see her kind of combing through your thoughts. She sees you interacting with Ghost and all of you. She sees how much you care for Lulu. And again, she kind of takes a step back, and this time into all of your minds, she says, an odd group to stage a rescue such as this, but a rescue you have staged. Once more, I am quite grateful. What is it?
Valifon would say, kindness and loyalty are seeds that protect against this place.
She lets out like the snort, like the horse snort. I don't know what it's called. Gives you a bit of a nod.
As a horse person, we call it snort.
Snort. Okay, cool. Look at that. So Lulu flies up next to her, next to Mooncolor. Says, they're great warriors. They have their challenges, but I trust all of them.
Bill blows Lulu a kiss and a wink.
So Lulu turns towards Mooncolor and says out loud, so what do you do now? Mooncolor turns towards all of you. She says, into your minds once more, honor binds me to assist you. I would travel with you, however, your path seems dark. I cannot be involved in evil doings. Your path seems to lead towards evil.
Do you have a way home?
She nods and says, I can leave this place when I choose.
Could you have done that like this whole time, or like only now?
She looks down at the crystalline dust and the crumbled structure of the machine. She says, no, the demon princes, the fiendish princes, she would say, of this place bound me, trapped, but no more. I am a prisoner of this place no more.
We unfortunately are following a very dark path, I think. One such as you should leave this place.
She would nod, say, I am inclined to agree with you.
Before you leave, take this, and Anna will ruffle through her bag and pull out a flower. It is a marriage flower that is multiple weeks old. And she's gonna go up to the unicorn, and could it go behind its ear? Is that like viable, or would that
Yeah.
fall off?
I could go into her mane,
Is there,
anything like
where
that.
could I put it? Wait, could it go behind its ear?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'll try and put it behind its ear, and then
The
just,
main and
like,
the forelock
pet it
connected
in
the
case it
the
comes
ear.
back up. There you go.
You could definitely stick a flower there.
Yep. It's a little bit wilted, but it was a marriage flower at one point.
Do you need any healing?
She shakes her head and asks, do you?
No. I am good.
She looks around towards the rest of you. She sees a few wounds here and there and lifts her head up for a moment. And you see her unicorn horn begin to glow a bright gold for a brief moment. And she casts Mass Cure Wounds.
Bit overkill, but okay.
Everybody gets 8 healing. Low roll.
So much for overkill.
Yeah, I know.
It was a low roll.
Is Bill the only one who took damage?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that tracks. One of these days, Bill's gonna grapple the wrong thing.
I think Bill has grappled the wrong thing at least
I was
once.
gonna say I have. That stupid Minotaur shook me off twice, just slapped me away.
Yeah, and then you fucking took his belt.
That's what he gets for my team screwing him up.
Oh no, what's that? I just saw the Discord. Alright. Okay, so as she does that, she looks around towards all of you and says, one last thing. If I am not to accompany you, then at least I can accompany you in spirit. And she grants each of you a charm of restoration.
Ooh, what's that do?
I will show you right now. It is a supernatural charm.
EMs don't use these enough.
I personally really enjoy them. They show up in they showed up in one of the campaigns I was running recently. I forget which one, but I've definitely been using them more often. Okay, so the charm of restoration. Go ahead. I'm going to copy and paste this into Discord and into Roll20. Put it on your character sheet and notes somewhere because there's not an actual handout for it. But this is what it does, and it is as written. Each of you gets one of these.
Hey, that's super good.
Oh shit.
Greater or lesser restoration.
Okay, greater restoration
Yep.
that can reverse evil, pervasive evil. But if you are perversed and evil, then you probably wouldn't want to do that of your own volition.
So, as she walks to each of you and touches an object on your body, whatever it may be, you can each decide what she touches her horn to. But it begins to glow this golden radiance, and that does not go away. That is what she has charmed. It will work as kind of like a focus for your charms of restoration.
Yeah. Valafon would offer up his pendant that is the symbol of Elistray.
Fantastic. I just watched a Brandon Lee Mulligan DM for 4 episodes or something, and so now it's just like I just want to say like amazing. That was amazing to everything that anyone ever does.
She touches all of our primary weapons. We now only have them for a little bit longer.
All right. So, as she does that, she would take a couple steps back, look towards Rosala one more time, who still has her head down, bowed just a bit. But you can see whatever words are being exchanged between the two of them, they're making Rosala feel better. She still has a lot of shame for her part in capturing and keeping Mooncolor. But you can see Rosala nodding, and then a sigh of what sounds like relief comes from her. Then Mooncolor looks towards Lulu, looks towards all of you, looks towards Lulu again. They're obviously talking about you. And Lulu makes some very almost like the word is escaping me. She looks insulted at first, not like insulted like she's like indignant would be the word I think I'm looking for. But then after a brief moment of what looks like Mooncolor trying to convince Lulu of something, Mooncolor sighs and then turns towards you and says, "These gifts that I have given you, do see that you use them to restore this one. She misses her friend very much. And she seems to have put in quite a bit of faith into all of you, surprisingly enough. However ill-advised that may be. But if the little one sees something in you, perhaps you will succeed." She pauses for a brief moment, then takes a step back, says, "Thank you all. May the gifts that I have given you protect you from the horrors of this place and what they can do to you." She then begins to shimmer, almost like a field of stars is like spreading across her mane and her coat. And a few moments later, she's gone. Lulu would then fly over and it's like, "Guys, that was awesome! That was a real unicorn!"
It was.
Yeah, it was great. That was really cool.
I'd never met a real unicorn before. Zuriel always talked about them, said how loyal and smart they were, but wow, actually getting to meet one.
They're just like you. And I'll pat her on the head.
I'd never met a Hollyphant before either.
Bill would chime in. "Did you guys hear anything? I swear that horse was talking."
Did you look at its feet? They were split. There was no horse.
Those little details.
What's glowing on Bill?
Just trying to figure that out.
Anna's would just be one of the flowers growing out of her wreath.
I'm not familiar with we'll metagame here quick. I'm not familiar with unicorns. Do they have any affiliation with a particular deity or god pantheon?
They're celestials. They're from the upper planes. They could be from any of the numerous celestial planes.
That's part of the
there
problem,
is-
right? Is Bill's got a touchy subject around some of that stuff.
Yeah, there is one deity in Forgotten Realms that is particularly attached to unicorns, but
Myaliki, right?
Myaliki, yes, that's it. Thank you.
So I think Bill, kind of confused in the situation and not really sure how to take all of that, would probably just offer up his pipe or something like that, not realizing what was taking place.
So it's not like your
his pipe's gonna
no, it's not like your pipe's going to disappear or anything. Just the glow will vanish from it once you've used all the 6 charges.
The charm vanished. My bad.
Yeah, not the item itself that she has charms, just the charm effect.
I mean, it's a nice pipe, guys, but if it goes, it goes, right? Bill could give up smoking.
Can I see that real quick? And then we'll hold out a hand for the pipe real quick.
Bill will load it up with a bunch of tobacco and light it and hand it to her, or hand it to them.
All right, Nicole, what do you do with it?
Second. Waiting for something to load. I'm just looking something up. I gotta do something. Wait, it's loading. I want to make sure I know how this works.
Dramatic pause.
No. It's taking forever. Yes. Okay. It does work. It does. Okay. I think it.
Nicole, you're breaking up like a lot.
I was like, is that me or is that everyone else?
I was wondering if it was just me.
Yeah, everyone's like, is this me or is... No, Nicole, you are breaking up. That was basically like beatboxing. That was great.
I wish you could hear that.
Yep. Nope. Is this gonna be any better?
Hello?
That was good.
Yeah, that sounded okay. For the brief, yeah.
Okay, so what? Where'd I get left?
We didn't get any of it.
Bill loaded the pipe up and lit it up for you and handed it over.
She'll take a puff of it, unfazed by it at all. She won't even exhale the smoke, and she'll just tap it against his forehead. She'll just tap it against his forehead and cast Greater Restoration. Did that go through?
Yeah, we got that. So, are you using one of Bill's charges to cast Greater Resto? Or one of yours? I would say that we would need to use one of yours if you wanted to use it.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Okay.
I don't
So
know
you-
what's going on,
yeah.
so let's see what happens, I guess.
So, Bill and
I
Nicole
will
is...
use his, but I will give him mine. I will give him mine afterwards.
Okay. So basically like a transfer
Yeah,
of...
I want to use. Yeah, I want to use his pipe, but he can have the flower afterwards.
So Bill and Nicole is casting Greater Restoration on you. That will remove any of the pervasive evil that may have affected you.
Oh shit, I didn't realize that. Oh, alright. That makes sense.
How do you respond to that? Do you allow that to happen? I would say that you could resist it if you'd like to.
Let's find out. No, he'll let it happen.
Okay.
Probably doesn't even know what's happening.
Okay. So Bill, any stacks of pervasive evil that have settled on you are removed. The world, well, even here, seems a little brighter, a little crisper. Lulu seems a little cuter.
She'd be
Don't
more
do my
cute.
Lulu like that. Jeez.
She's been
So what am I
uglier
now?
this entire time.
like puppy cute.
So I'm not lawful evil anymore. I'm lawful neutral.
Whatever you would have been before pervasive evil got a hold of you.
Oh, well, okay. Neutral. Cool.
And after that,
I think Bill would still be
after
just
the
super
radiant
impressed by
glow
the.
enveloped Bill,
Go ahead.
after the radiant glow envelops Bill, she'll pluck one of the flowers out of her hair and then put that one behind his ear and keep the pipe.
Well
no.
done.
She'll give,
Bill, I think, would still be just super impressed by the pole that Anna just took off of that pipe. Not really
Right?
sure
It
what.
still has an exhale, just lungs absorbing all of it.
yeah, yeah, she's good.
I guess Bill's probably never been given a flower, so he'll probably just put it on his top hat and continue on.
Mm-hmm. As he takes the flower, she'll blow the smoke in his face, and then turn around.
All right. Lulu is just standing back, and you all see her like on the verge of tears. That was beautiful. All right.
Yeah.
So Rosala, after seeing all of that, she turns towards you all and she says, "There is one last thing, one last part of the bargain that I must fulfill for you." And she raises out a hand over the Avernian soil, and you see something shifting and moving beneath it. And you see chunks of infernal iron beginning to float up and out of the soil. Formless, just basically ore, infernal iron ore. A few pieces of the demon zapper break loose and come flying over, and they all begin to come together about 4 or 5 feet off the ground. These raw chunks of ore forming into this glob at first, and then flattening out into the form of a crest. And you can see infernal runes being etched across it, symbols and depictions of great fiendish legions, all going across this image of this thing the size of a small forearm shield, no more than a foot across, and it forms into this crest. And after she's finished forming it, Rosala reaches her hand out and grabs a hold of this crest. It says, "Present this to Bel and his minions. It will grant you access to his forge."
Can you direct us to
She
his
nods.
forge? We are not native to here.
She nods. She would say, "Look to the east. Look for the smoke. Bel's forge is always fired."
Enjoy your freedom from this place.
She says that she owes it to you all, and that she will not forget it. And as she begins to sink down into the earth, again,
Deuces.
as she begins to sink down into the earth again, she would stop and look back and say, "Be wary on the mountainside. While the token I have given you will grant you access to Bel's forge, some of his minions may balk at the idea of allowing you in."
They may try.
She nods and then continues sinking down into the earth.
Ooh. Oh, Valifon. By the way, I needed your permission for something.
Yes.
One, I have two things actually. One, if you were to suddenly have a change one day, can I use your charm on yourself?
Yes.
Okay. Crawl. Same goes for you.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, was I
Now,
the only evil dick in the group?
Yeah.
Alright, this all makes a
Yes,
lot
you're
more
the only-
sense.
You're the only one that failed 3 times so far.
I had failed
Um,
twice, and I had been holding my breath until I could get to resilient wisdom.
Oh, that's right. It was Nate's character was the other evil character. There
Yep.
it is.
But,
I'm pretty certain I wasn't the bad guy.
Evil. He didn't care.
Yeah.
Final question. After doing that super amazing, really good thing, I think everyone can agree that was really nice of me.
Yes.
I think I deserve to plant a bean in the ground.
You what?
I
want to
agree.
plant a bean. Oh
You
my
wanna
god, you
plant
do?
a
Oh my
bean?
god. Yes, I want to
If
plant a
you,
bean.
if you want to,
Bill's never seen this actually occur,
You
so
can
Bill's
plant-
probably be like, yeah, why not?
No.
Let's do it.
I hate the beans, but you can plant one.
Yes! She will excitedly dig through her bag and pull out one of the beans, nearly dropping it into the sand right between them.
Yeah.
As she fumbles, she grabs it and then runs like 30 feet the other way.
You have to water it, yes?
I think you
Yes,
just have to
I have
bury it.
water.
Oh, you gotta water it? Okay.
I
Yeah, I
hand
have
her a vial of water.
I'll pour some Titan's blood on it. It's okay.
Ah.
Nothing
Darn
bad
it.
will happen, surely. it was it was like, this is flask of defertilization, and it kills the seed as I as I plant it. No.
I was just giving you a vial of holy water, but
Nah, Titan's blood works. I have my vial left of it.
yeah, at least it wasn't Demon Nipper.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
That'd be funny. Yeah, so I'll go however far they want me to go. And I'll wild shape as well, actually, give myself temporary hit points. How many do I get? 32. We should be fine. The last time we fought this, we were like level 4, so...
Yeah.
But anyway, I plant a bean in the ground, I pour a single drop of Titan's blood over where I plant it in the ground, and then I run 10 feet back. I forget how it works exactly.
Roll a d100.
And I'm about
Are you looking at the table right now?
I am indeed.
I'm about 60 feet away from where this is going on.
Okay.
Bill's probably standing there right next to Anna, like really confused, like, what the hell is going on here?
Here we
That's
go,
perfect.
here we go.
77. Let's see what we got.
Ooh.
Okay. Interesting. So, Anna, as you plant that, take a step back. Nothing happens at first. A few seconds go by. 5, 10 seconds. Just as you're beginning to think that nothing's going to happen, take a step forward towards the bean, towards where you planted it. Suddenly, a little green sprout pops up from the ground.
Oh.
And it grows a little bit more, sprouts a couple more leaves, until it rapidly begins to grow taller and taller, going from sapling to adult tree, until there is a large, beautiful fruit tree in front of you. It is wildly out of place here in Avernus. It is green and beautiful and vibrant. The bark is healthy and strong. And there are dozens of different fruits hanging from the top. Hanging from the different branches, hanging down. There's green ones, purple ones, blue ones. There's some that have polka dots on them. And seemingly unlimited number of different colors and shapes and varieties of these fruits.
One asks for permission and hugs Anacola.
Yeah. she excitedly does so, managing to like lift him in the air and yeah. She's gonna, after setting him down, she's going to stamp her staff into the ground and cast no, wait, wrong one. That was almost cast plant growth. That might have been bad. Speak with plants. She wants to know what this guy's deal is.
Okay. Okay. Says, this place is strange.
You are quite the oddity in it. What are you?
I am a tree. What are you?
I'm a hag. What kind of tree are you?
It shakes its leaves a little bit, almost like the wind blew through it. I am a fruit tree.
Alphon, pick something orange.
Pick something orange. Also.
Do you know what your fruit has the ability to do?
Says, my fruits are magic.
What magic do they possess?
Many magics. Unpredictable magics. Some wonderful, some terrible.
I like my odds. And she'll start plucking a bunch of fruit and putting it in her bag. Do I have to like name specific ones, or can I just like get a bunch?
Be wary. Not all of my fruits bear gifts. Greed
He says,
may be punished.
what may be punished?
Greed.
Agreed.
Oh, okay. So guys, I'll translate. He says all of his fruits bear gifts. No, she wouldn't say that. The old Anacola would say that. She says, be careful. Most of the fruits bear gifts, but still be careful.
Valafon picks orange, green, and blue.
Okay. Valafon, roll 3 D100s, please.
Oh.
Bill with like a very concerned
Okay,
face
86.
looks over at
Okay.
Kroll and be like, "What the hell is going on?"
Valafon, roll
here?
1d8 for me. Okay, thank you.
All right. Anna will pick red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple.
Okay.
All of the rainbow fruit.
Okay, we'll go ahead and do it this way. We'll just have Anacola, you also roll 3 D100s.
Nice.
Okay.
I feel
And
like that's bad.
Roll a D8.
That might be good.
All right,
There's
everyone,
nothing
are Bill and Kroll also gathering fruit?
Sure, yeah. Let's
Okay.
do it.
3 D100s.
Okay.
Does it matter how many fruit we grab?
No, I'm just gonna have you each roll 3 of these. Okay. Okay.
I
Kroll.
guess I will grab one too.
Oh, Kroll's numbers are worrying.
Oh, wait, he said that.
Sorry.
None of this worries me. I have no idea what any of these numbers mean.
Kroll, I need you to roll 3 D8s.
3
Well,
D8.
could you happen to detect which magic is coming off of this tree?
Okay, so I am going to need to take some notes because these are completely random.
Yeah,
Let me
so
just-
I wrote down what I rolled, the 3 D100s and the D8, and so I know what mine were. I haven't.
Telefon, could you start checking to see the kind of magic that's coming off the tree?
Yeah, I am curious, and I will use identify on.
Oh, identify. Ooh.
Yes. Well, I'll start with the detect magic, but I imagine that I'm going to get all kinds of different magic from the tree.
That's so much more exciting. That's
So you cast Detect Magic?
I'll start with detect magic.
Okay. Yeah, you are getting a cacophony of different magical effects. From it.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Yes, it's magic.
What are you getting from the tree? Yes.
Okay, one moment. We have a couple more things we have to do here as I'm taking notes on everything here. And so we got Anacolas, we got Valafons.
Out of and in character, this is my favorite magic item in the whole game so far.
In general, I truly hate this magic item.
It's just so chaotic. Like things can go so very wrong.
But I unfortunately know this magic item, and I know that you just discovered one of the hidden gems in this magic item.
I have not checked it out since I planted the last seed, which was like forever ago, because you wouldn't let me do anything since the belays.
Okay. And now, Anicola, I need you to roll a d100, please.
Ooh.
What is that? That is a 29. Okay. Okay.
She's gonna forget what these are. She's gonna eat one of the red apples that are just in her pouch.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Valapon was already planning on eating the orange one.
Oh, they make it.
I mean, his intention with when he picked it was to eat it.
Valafon, roll a d100, please. Oh, you're gonna eat it right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a d100. You said you picked.
I picked
Okay.
an orange, a green, and a blue.
Okay. So go ahead and roll a d100.
Yeah, from the 3 I already rolled.
Yes. Just a new d100. 29. Roll again.
Oh wow, we got the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2. Okay.
I remember
Because he
reading.
picked that. He picked that one with the
Wow,
intention of
you-
eating it.
Okay. Well, you picked up a bunch of them, and the fruits that are going to bear these effects are going to be completely random. So Valafon, you eat the
Yeah.
orange fruit. Go ahead. Well, let me finish this out first, and then we'll. Roll. Actually, let's do Bill first. Bill, go ahead and roll a d100.
I'd like to point out I'm only grabbing one red fruit. I don't know if that matters in the slightest, but let's just clarify in advance.
So you just grabbed one fruit. Okay. Go ahead and roll a d100.
96.
96. What is that going to be?
Oh no.
I hope. I don't know. I'm not even sure.
Can we detect it? Like what specifically that fruit is? Like would Valapon know?
Negative.
Like what-
Well, once it's cast, once it's eaten, I feel like Valafon will be able to figure out what the effect is.
I mean, until the school, if it has a school.
Okay. Yeah, the school would definitely be good. You could definitely figure out the school. The problem is that you don't know which fruits are going to bear these effects. It's random. So.
Oh, when you.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, Kroll. I need you to roll
Yes,
3
sir.
d100s.
Oh, here we go. All right.
Okay. Oh.
A 1.
Oh no.
1 or 100 always interesting.
Okay. Okay. The 62. Oh, interesting.
Almond loves his random magic item tables.
I really do. I really do. All right. It puts
The
the excitement into it for me, not knowing what's gonna happen, and then getting thrown stuff like this, and then having to figure out how I'm gonna make it work, how I'm gonna make it fit. Keeps things fun for me. All right. What's the last
Yeah.
roll? 76.
I'm a control freak as a DM. So
Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
I like to know what's going to happen on from any given thing. I like to, I don't care what characters choose, but no matter what they choose, I want to know what's going to happen in advance.
You could like have if you give them a magic item like this, you could choose like you could plan out. It would take forever. You plan out.
Well,
each
yeah,
individual
yeah.
outcome. Just have limited outcomes, like like you give them a bag of beans, but there's only 4 outcomes, so you can plan them all.
Okay. Kroll, I'm gonna have to check with you on one of these, because one of these I don't.
Oh
feel,
God.
I don't feel okay just throwing at you.
It changes your race. He didn't say no. Probably what it is.
Probably.
So, Kroll, without having to give away spoilers, is there anything that you would just like straight up not want to happen to your character? Obviously, we talked about Session 0. Nothing terrible is going to happen, but like, you know what? That's just too vague. I'm just gonna message you. 1 second.
I was gonna say that warning was even more concerning. I'm just like,
Whatever it is,
no,
I
I'm
will eat
freaking out.
whatever. I don't care what it is. I will eat the apple if he doesn't. Give him one. I'll give him one of my apples instead if he doesn't want that to happen.
Okay, Kroll, I just messaged you.
Okay. There it is. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I want that.
Okay, no problem. Go ahead and roll it. Go ahead and roll the D100 again.
Okay.
that was bad. It was
He
real
gets
bad.
bad
That.
vibes.
It's just a character affecting thing that I don't like doing stuff like that without explicit consent. So.
He gets bad vibes from one of his apples, so I take it, and then I swap it out with one of mine.
Oh, that's better. Okay. Okay. So this makes me feel much better about them being random too. So now, okay, so basically what happened is, Anacola, one of the fruits that you have picked is magic and will do things to you. Valifon, again, one of the fruits that you picked is magic and will do things to you. Bill, the same thing. Kroll, 3 of the fruits you have picked are magic and will do stuff to you.
Oh no.
He-
Okay. What do
The
we-
chaotic player in me is loving this. The orderly person that I am is dying on the inside.
Okay.
So I have a magic fruit.
I'm gonna down all my apples.
You're gonna eat them all. Fantastic. Okay.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, I'll do it too.
You're gonna eat all of yours?
Oh.
What the fuck?
I mean, so I picked 3 fruit. So is the orange one of the magic? Is the orange one the magical one? If not, that's fine. I eat the orange one no matter what.
Okay, so the orange one was not one of the magical ones.
That's fine. So I have a magical fruit left. I'll say it's green.
So you have how many left? 1 or 2?
I have 2 left, but you
Okay,
said
fantastic,
one was
yep.
magical. So I'll say the other one when I want a snack.
Wait, so we're all getting together and just eating random fruit from a tree that talked to someone?
D&D.
I'm the only one
Yeah.
that can hear it. I'm the only one that can hear it too.
I just want to make sure we're talking this out loud.
I saw
There's a lot of
something
peer pressure
green
going on
and
here.
colorful grow in the middle of Avernus, and I was like, "Yep, I'm down with this."
Wait, okay. So if we're not gonna do the apple that was gonna happen to Kroll, can you tell us what it was?
It would permanently change his race.
Oh, okay. I was right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it random?
It was.
Yeah. Okay.
We would have
yeah.
rolled on the table and he could have ended up a gnome.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a fair question to have. That would fundamentally change everything about his playstyle.
Right. Yeah. That's why I check. Like things like
Yep.
that, I don't want to just spring on y'all.
How would Bill feel about that if that happened?
Bill
He
be
watches-
pissed.
Bill be pissed. Yeah.
There's one
Yeah.
less half orc in the world.
Bill be pretty dissatisfied.
I'm very torn on how Valifon would feel. Alistair wouldn't have cared.
If one of the party members got polymorphed, or if they specifically got polymorphed.
Alistair, he has Mask of Many Faces
Mm-hmm.
and about 20 different personas that he portrays.
Jeez.
No, it's just
Oh yeah,
funny
so it wouldn't even
because
visually affect you. Yeah.
Yeah,
because
and-
obviously Bill has a bunch of biases. I think Kroll changing races would make him even look down further upon Kroll than just normally changing it.
Jeez.
The more I think about it.
What if it happened to Bill though?
I don't think Bill would do it. I'm debating
No,
right
if
now
he,
if
like-
I'm.
No,
Or
he
Bill.
against Bill's will, his race was changed. How would he feel?
It would really depend on what race was randomly drawn. Do you want me to roll for it, Sean, so we can find out?
What was that?
I like this thought experiment.
We're playing devil's advocate here. If Bill's race was changed
Uh-huh.
on a random table, what do you want me to roll to see what my answer would be, if I would be happy or what I would do?
I'll look at the reincarnate spell,
Yeah, could you please?
and then you can have.
Well, for
Roll if you
decisions
want.
like that, I like to say like, what is the likelihood of him being upset? Like on a scale of 1 to 100, would he have a 40% chance or likelihood of being upset about it? Is it more likely he'd be upset? So it's like he would have like an 80% likelihood of being upset by it. Like that's what I like to do, and then I roll a d100 and use the percentage.
Oh yeah, Bill would likely be upset.
If he is likely to be upset, then I would probably say like an 80-20 split, where you are 20% likely to be okay with it and 80% likely to be upset by it, and then roll a d100 and see what happens. So he's pissed about
74.
it.
What
Yeah.
did I win?
74. What is a 74? Ooh, that is a a stout halfling.
All right, it could be worse.
It could be worse. It could certainly be worse.
You might not have poison resistance. You know, that's the one with the poison resistance.
I think
Nice.
with a halfling, I don't think Bill would go to extremes like, ending his life or something like that. But I could see him making it his sole goal in life to then revert back to being a halfling. Like, there are certain character biases that he has that we haven't had actually come across, but I'm pretty sure certain races, and it would be like a no game where he'd just jump into river sticks and call it.
Jeez.
Okay, so I just want to be clear. You all are just eating your fruits now.
Mm-hmm.
I ate the orange one.
Okay,
which is over
Valifon, you are
not
holding on
magical.
to your other two, so when you choose another one, you'll roll a d100 and you'll have a 50-50 chance, or you could just roll a d2, honestly. You have 50-50 chance of picking the one that has the magical effect. And Nicola, if you are just eating all of the fruits that you have right now, a lot of them are just deliciously beautiful fruits, but one of them will be magic, and you will eat that one right now.
Mm-hmm.
And Kroll, you want to eat all three of yours?
Can I see what happens to Nicole first?
Yeah. Okay. So Anna, as you're eating, as you eat the second fruit, you don't notice this at first, but everyone else around you has noticed that you are fucking fast. Your movements are blurred as you start to eat the second fruit. Everything seems perfectly natural and perfectly normal to you, but everyone else can see, they can barely see your arms moving as you take out a knife and slice pieces off the fruit and eat them. It looks like just blurs of motion. Your movement speed is doubled for 1 hour.
Oh, that's cool. Nice. Not particularly useful, but that's nice. I like that.
Well, it's useful if you use it before combat.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to be sure
Okay.
y'all were eating now.
Yep.
Not everything is
I wa-
combat useful, just so you know. Other stuff is
Yeah.
completely
No,
not.
yeah, I was hoping that one of mine would be like a permanent non-combat change. Like your nose is 5 times bigger. Like
Yeah, I have a Carl knows I love my random tables. I have a random table here of 100 different potions. So some of them do things like that. Like one of them just makes you scream uncontrollably for a minute straight. You then cannot speak for 1 minute after while your voice recovers.
All right, Bill will eat his fruit. Let's live the dream.
Bill,
Yep.
you eat all your fruits, making sure that you get to the magic one.
I only grabbed one, and yes,
Okay,
I
cool.
will eat the magic one.
Fantastic. Bill, you feel like spry, like you just got the best rest of your life, and in the prime of your life, like whether that be like yesterday or if it was 10 years ago, whatever most prime of life Bill would be, that's how you feel right now. On a more technical note, Bill, you will not age a day for another 50 years.
Damn.
nice.
Oh
That's
my
like
God.
doubling a half-orc's lifespan right there.
Easily. Oh my god. Gotta write that down. Wait, so I don't age
You
for
will not
50
age
years.
a day for 50 years.
Nice.
After eating magic fruit, okay.
Balafon, the one you rolled is so perfect for you. Like, I can't wait to for you to actually eat that and figure out what it is.
I'm assuming I can't just keep plucking them from the tree. Is that like gonna be?
Balafon,
It said greed is bad.
Balafon, make an Arcana check for me.
Greed is bad, but is greed funny? Is the question.
I will use my sessional.
Fan-fucking-tastic. All right. Okay, so go ahead and with the 24 Arcana, make an insight check at advantage. We'll keep the DC at 10, but just gotta do. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's one of those things where I have information that I want to give to you, but I can't just give it to you. So with the 24 in your Arcana, Valafon, you can tell that there is something special about the one that you just picked up. You can tell that it meant something to the tree, and that it is special.
Can I tell if it's situational or non-situational?
That's what I was trying to give you the insight for. So
Got it.
Yeah. So it's special, and it's one of those things that you definitely want to save for the right time.
Yep.
I'd just like to point that Bill is currently 38, and he will age until he's 88, which
Yeah.
will be the end of a half-orc's life. That's wild.
Yeah, that's wild. All right, so
75,
Anna is
right?
just super speedy for an hour.
Yeah, she talks twice as fast too.
Nice. Okay, so Kroll, you have seen what happens with Bill, and you have seen what happens with Anacola. What would you like to do?
I'll just eat one.
Okay, roll a D3 for me.
Ooh.
D3.
Yeah, you can just type in \r space 1D3. I don't think the D3 actually exists.
Backspace what? Sorry.
It's a \r space
Okay.
1D3.
1D3. Oh, I think I did the wrong slash.
Yeah,
That's like when
/r.
you're.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I
forward slash.
/. My bad. Is that a /? I always get it mixed up.
Yeah, that's \. You want /.
Okay. Okay, so 3. Okay. You picked an interesting one, Kroll.
Yeah.
Kroll, you feel a sudden hatred build up inside of you.
Yes.
You are not sure at whom this hatred is directed. You can sense there is somebody out there, somebody in this world, truly deserving of every ounce of disdain and hatred that you have in your body. Let me
He
know
has
when you
no
find that
inkling of-
person, Kroll.
I look at Bill.
Oh shit, no.
No shit.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So
Bill's not making any friends today. Jesus.
I say, I mean, Valafon already has somebody that could qualify.
Just became non-evil and everyone's already hating.
So, Bill, you will know this person when you see it. It can be literally anyone. You're not sure who it is yet.
Kroll knows who's okay.
Right. Kroll will know when he sees this person. In other words, Kroll, you can choose who this person is.
Oh, great. That sounds good.
You know, I think you get some bonuses when it's time. You know, you pick who you want to hate. Would be my guess.
That is a good guess.
I need to write that down. Okay, cool.
All right,
So
I'm gonna go ahead and keep this magic fruit as a handout that everyone can see, but you can't see what I have written on it.
Cool.
So we can all remember that this exists, but there is still some secrets to be had in it.
Can Anna like either ask the tree or make some kind of insight check to find out if like any other fruit would be magical or if it would just be like No,
How
there
many
would
have
be
you
nothing
gotten? So yeah, so he would tell you that there should be 2 more fruits that are magical on this tree.
Valifon, can you see him?
I can try.
Make a use another how long your detect magic is probably still up. So go ahead and make an arcana check, Valifon. We'll see if you can track down the 2. With a 17, you do find the remaining 2 magical fruits on this tree.
Okay.
Yes.
So, who would like to roll the D100 to see what these 2 do?
Can I do it?
Go ahead.
There we go.
Okay. So we have a 39 and a 90. A 39. Oh.
Oh.
One each. You want them both? I'm happy either way.
We can split them.
Okay, and then the 90. Let's see what that one does. Okay. That's interesting.
I want the 39. All right.
Low or high?
Hmm?
Low or high? You want the 39 or the 90?
Oh, I want the 39.
Okay.
It sounded funnier.
Yeah, just my reaction to them. I can't help myself. All right.
Even in chat only, you have a bad poker face.
You know, which is really funny because I play poker and I'm at the poker table. I'm really good at it, and
Yeah, same.
I can play poker. I can keep my face straight when
As
I
a
need
DM,
to.
I can't.
Right.
Okay. Anna is going to approach the tree now that she knows it has been stolen of its magical wares. And she's going to start rubbing the bark gently as she asks, do you wish to remain here, or would you rather be sent somewhere else?
Well, first off, how long is your talk with plants? Last part?
10 minutes. I imagine us eating a couple apples hasn't taken that long.
We'll probably be bumping right up on that 10 minutes now, but we still got some time. So he would say, he would relay to you that he can sense that he'll only be here for a short time longer before he returns home.
Oh, well, that's convenient. No need to be blighted then. That's good.
Concern.
Yeah. Yeah. She'd rub the bark a bit more. Well, do you live in the Feywild? Is that like where you're from, or are you from somewhere else?
Says that he is from somewhere else.
Would you mind? Do you know where that somewhere else is?
Does. I need to remind myself though.
Oh.
Is from.
I was just waiting for when the BS was gonna dry up here. So.
Yeah, he is from Arborea. I have an endless supply of BS. Thank you very much.
the Greek one. That's the Greek one. The one with like yeah, the Greek pantheon and stuff. And also the Elven pantheon, I think.
Odysseys of Thanos or something like that.
The Olympian Glades of Arborea.
Yep. I gotta step away for just a second. Be right back.
All right. So, as for the fruits, Anicola, you have eaten yours. Take note of that. You have an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Valifon has not eaten his yet. He knows that something special is about it. Krull has eaten his, but its effects have not taken place just yet. And Bill has eaten his. Okay.
I still have 2 remaining, right?
Yes, you do still have 2 remaining.
Do
And
they don't expire like anytime soon, do they? Like
no,
they don't
no, you'll find that
wither.
these fruits do not go bad.
So would it tell Anna that it's from Arborea?
Mhm.
Well, I suppose, well, have fun on your trip back. Sorry for bothering you. I hope I didn't disturb you too much.
It would relay indifference. One place as good as another. Luckily, nothing has come here to try and murder it.
Yeah, my bad. I didn't know if I like created you and like it would be eternal suffering to stay here forever, or like
That'd be fucked.
like yeah. So I didn't know if you wanted like the easy way out or not.
Right? It's
So.
like, oh, welcome to hell. Bye.
Yeah. So, yeah, the teleportation, kind of like you giving us a boon. So thank you for that. And she will, do something. I got this. I got this. Oh, here you go. It's kind of like, uh, wait, let me find it. It's kind of like, oh, here we go. Fertilizer. And she'll take some, Titan blood and drip a few bits onto the roots. Uh, she's kind of throwing that shit everywhere, seeing what happens.
Right. So the ground greedily laps up the Titan blood wherever you drop it. It's like Avernus itself can sense what it is and just greedily laps it up. But yeah, the tree would send you. It would send you the impression that it doesn't have much longer here, maybe a couple more minutes before it begins to return to its home plane.
We should give it some space. I have a feeling it's going to get like eaten by the ground or something as it gets sent back home. So we should take a few steps.
We have a forge to get to.
Oh right, yeah, that's a thing. We should do that. We should get on that.
All right. And with that, as you all gather back up onto Sprinkles, prepare to drive away, you can see that the tree has begun to very, very quickly progress through its life cycles. You see it go through its blooming, its fall, its spring, over and over and over again in quick succession, dropping leaves and then regrowing them. They're dissolving into the ground. And you see it go through hundreds and hundreds of years of a tree's life cycle in a matter of a few seconds, before finally what is left is this desiccated stump sticking up out of the ground. And then a few seconds later, that itself falls over and it slowly sinks down into the sand. Essentially going through a tree's entire life cycle in the space of just a few moments.
I hope it got home. I don't know how that tree teleportation works through the plains, but like I hope it didn't just die. That'd suck. Yeah, she'd wipe a tear and then get onto Sprinkles.
All right, everyone. And
That's all.
yeah, as you all make your way out, heading towards Bell's Forge, we are going to go ahead and call it a session there.